Welcome back. Today is Friday. Yes, Friday. I know. But we're going to do this quickly so like that you could go ahead and do your lesson. And today you have your afternoon free to play video games and everything that you like to do for the weekend. So today is April 10th, 2020, and we are going to do lesson 17.5, which is finding common denominators. So yes, we are doing fractions today. We already have done this in the past. Let's see if you guys remember. When we have a fraction, for example, let's see, 3/4 and 4/5. And we want to find a common denominator for these two denominators, right? Because this is the denominator, remember that? And this is the numerator, okay? So, when we are going to find a common denominator, there are two simple steps. Let's see if you guys remember. What might be the first step? Did you guess? Let's see. It's our least, the first step is, I'm gonna write the 1 here. First step is find the least common multiple, LCM, least common multiple for each denominator. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that first. Let's look for the multiples of 4 and the multiples of 5. So we got 4. After 4, we got what? 8. Then we have 12. Then we have 16 and 20. This is up to only 5 multiples. Now let's do for the 5s. 5, 10, 15, and 20. What do we see? There's one that is common, which is the 20. So that means this is going to be our least common multiple. Okay? Now that we have our least common multiple, our second step, what might be our second step? Let's see if you guys remember. To convert, that's correct. We convert our fractions with the common denominator. Which is going to be which one? 20. So that means that each of these, I have to convert it to have a denominator of 20. So when I'm going to convert, right, change this 4 to a 20, I have to multiply. Got to think of a number times 4 that equals 20. So what might be that? Times 5. That's correct. And we also know that everything that I do with my denominator, everything that I multiply my denominator with, I also have to do it with my numerator. So that means I'm going to multiply 3 also by 5. And 3 times 5 equals 15. That's correct. Now we're going to do the same thing with the 5. What number times 5 equals 20? That is correct, 4. So that means that 5 times 4 equals 20. So because I multiply my denominator by 4, I'm going also to do it with my numerator, which is 4. 4 times 4, which equals 16. So now we have my fractions with the same denominator. So what does that mean? Let's see if you guys notice. What does that mean? What does that mean that 3/4 and 15/20 over 20? Exactly, they are, that means that 15 over 20, I'm sorry, is equivalent through 3/4. That is correct. You want to do another one with me before we leave? So like that, you can practice a bit more. Let's try 3/8 and 2/3. Okay, so this time I want you guys to pause your video. And once you pause your video, you're going to find using the two simple steps of finding the common denominator. Okay, so put it in pause, so like that you could do it on your own. And then once you come back, we're gonna do it together and see if you did it the same way. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, right, is find my least common multiple for each of my denominators. So we do that first. So we got the 8 and the 3. So I gotta look at it, and then we have 8, 16, 24, 32, and 50, I'm sorry, 40. So we're gonna do it up to 5 multiples. And then the 3 would do the same thing. We got 3, 6, 9, sorry, 12, 15, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we did the 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiples. I'm sorry. Let's look at this. Okay. So as you can see, we still have to go a little bit more further for the 3 because there's nothing close to in the multiples of 8. So let's continue. After 15, we have 18, and we have 21, and we have 24. So there you go. There's a number that repeats itself. 24. So that means my least common multiple is 24. So that means we are changing 3/8 with a denominator of 24 and 2/3 with a denominator of 24. So my second step, after we already found our less common multiple, we're going to convert our fractions. So we have 3/8. What times 8 equals 24? So I have to multiply by what number? 3. So we're multiplying by 3. And I'm also doing the same thing with my numerator. 3 times 3 is 9. So that means that 3/8 is equivalent to 9 over 24. 9/24. Now let's do the same thing with 2/3. What times 3 equals 24? Times 8. So that means we're doing the same thing with our numerator. 2 times 8, which equals 16. So that means that 2/3 is equivalent to 16/24. Okay? So it's very important that you guys remember to find the common denominator. Our first step is to find our least common multiple. Repeat with me. Find our least least common multiple. So that is what we have to do. Find our least common multiple. Okay? And then our second step is convert. We are converting this fraction to have a denominator with our least common multiple. Okay? So now you're going to try it in our lesson for today, lesson 17.5, which is going to be in our Nearpod. Okay? So remember, if you have any questions, go back to the video and watch it a couple of times. Take notes. That's very important. You guys need to take notes always. And that's all for today. So enjoy your Friday. See you Monday.